Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Gina. Today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be focusing on how to do a correct ab curl. I've been teaching Pilates for over 20 years, and one of the main things that clients will come to me to complain of is strain in their neck when they're doing the exercises. So we're going to talk about how to do an ab curl, what you need to focus on to try and keep it out of your neck. And it is something that is a progression. It takes time. It's not like a quick fix. But there's some tools that you can use to practice to get you to the place where that you can do the exercises without straining in your neck. Okay, so what I am going to be using, this will be very helpful, is just like a little hand towel. So if you have any kind of towel or fabric that, or even a shirt that you can use, what I'm going to do is fold it up. You don't want it too much longer than that. So something, or actually a little bit longer is okay. So we'll use this eventually. So if I show you guys, right, oftentimes there's all the single leg stretch, double leg stretch, right, and then here scissored leg. And oftentimes what's happening is we're up for long periods of time. Um, and that's hard even if you're a beginner or advanced student. So you do need to take breaks in between. Uh, but the main thing though is what's happening is the head is leaving the ground before the rest of your spine. So usually right there, I went right into my neck because my head came up and I haven't even lifted the rest of like my shoulders or anything yet. And so often you'll see this, the head here, and all the work is in the front of the neck. So our goal is to keep our head in line with the rest of our spine. And so a gradual curl through the low torso, right? Curling through here rather than curling through the front of your neck. And the way to do that is you have to use your upper back muscles. You have to use the upper back. Most people are all in the front, not using the back. So what we can do to learn that, here, I'll show you, right? So this is all my head here. What I'm going to do to show you how it changes is I'm going to push my hands back, or excuse me, push my head back into my hands, bring my elbows forward, and now my head, I know you can't really see, I'll take one hand away, is in line with the rest of my spine. Now when I do the curls, all the work is happening through here. My head is staying back in line where it should be. And this is an immense amount of abdominal work right here instead of all in the neck. So it's about pushing the head back, and I pulled forward and got my back muscles on. So to learn how to do that correctly, we'll take the towel and we'll bring it behind the head. You want to support your head. And then the arms are going to do the work. So I'm going to bring my arms up. Look at my shoulders. They're on the ground. What I need to do is I need to bring them up where they should be. And then I'm going to use my arms to lift the weight of my head completely. This is called a head float in Pilates. And I'm going to do a little check right here to make sure that my arms are truly holding the weight of my head, because this really isn't going to work, right, if you're not using the arms. So drop the weight of the head, get the shoulders up, and lift just the head. Now my arms, and it's a lot of work to do this. The head weighs quite a bit. Um, so it's a lot of work in the arms. I feel my arms really working, but they're holding the head. Now, and it's called head float. Now that I've had this head float, I'm going to start to focus bending right here in the upper abs, folding the ribs down towards the pelvis. So you have your head float, the arms up, and you do all the work in the abs, and the head will just follow. The head knees, again, stay nice and heavy. The second you start to take the head forward, you want to stop. Your arms need a break and start over. So let's try it again. Right. First, shoulders up, get the arms engaged, and then the head floats. Then you can fold at your sternum. It's a lot of work in the abs. So then the next step would be, right, is coming up. If you did it with your hands on the back of the head here instead of the towel, make sure, this is the biggest thing that happens, right? People will just jet forward. is you have to push your head backwards into your hands and resist with your hands into your head. So I'm pushing my head back. Look, all of that change that just happened. Now my back is on and my abs are on. None of that's happening here. It's on my neck. So push your head back, use your hands to resist, get the shoulders where they should be in the right place. They shouldn't be on the ground. They have to be here. Then you can do the work. And then eventually, if you practice this enough, you can take your hands away and nothing's going to change, right? And so a true single leg stretch, double leg stretch, scissored leg, your head isn't up very high. It's the eyes that are down, but you're not up very high. Sometimes people think they're supposed to be a lot higher, and that's where they get into trouble using their neck to go too far forward. So practice here, doing your head float, even just the head float, right? And then the little curls, and that will give you strength in your upper abs and into your upper back. It's really just about having the right tools. And hopefully this helps you guys, give you some tools to practice with. If you do that consistently, several times a week, just practice for a few minutes, doesn't have to be that long. You'll start to feel a connection in the upper abs and you'll start to notice a difference, and that should help you in your Pilates practice. All right, hopefully this helped. If it did, give me you can hit the like button. I would appreciate that. And then give me a question. If you have any questions, leave a question in the comment and I'd be happy to answer them. Okay, have a good day.